Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense will start this game off. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so...
Turning it on! Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just...
It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Open field on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rush is on him. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll move the wide receiver. going right to work up top. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Gonna run it. It's Beard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes! And he'll be smacked to the ground. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. And come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Under fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run the counter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back gets the give. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Past the 45. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Red pass, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the lone running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end.
Going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Bears will call on their punt team. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to swing it on second down. down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. To the ground, he's got it again. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll come out on his drive and let it rip. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he'll be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Bears send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fakes the grab. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Curry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets open down the middle. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's caught. Finds some room. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Gore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to throw it, and they can't make the play on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Beard. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll test the right side. He's in open space downfield. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They're going back to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Off play action. Pressure coming. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cowboys will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Look out, he's got room. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Runs out of bounds.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gore.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down the field. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fitted in the window for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Big Makes a connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bears in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under fire. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Complete to start this drive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Curry. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got him this time. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Curry. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Flips it out on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He's looking to throw. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.